Togedemaru. Like, Togeda, fuck yourself. Damn, what a tank. Ow, what the hell? Oh, Gluthix is about to run. Yep. Gluthix decides to yeet himself the fuck out of there. Sorry, I had to stretch. Can you tell I'm tired? Let's bring out Skyrim for this, I think, maybe. Don't really have a good Pokemon against this, so just use Dazzle Dazzle. God, remember when bedazzling was a thing? Yeah, Katsuki. Oh dear. They're not crooked enough to be stereotypical British teeth. There we go. Gee, I want that Crustle. It's gonna be very valuable to me. You jerk. Couldn't get away. Ouch, dude. Couldn't get. Oh. Are you just being mean? Thank you. God. Ah! There's so many. Let's stop it. Couldn't get a... Thank you. Oh, I can't even get there through here? Did you read that the British stockpiled isotopes for nuclear medicine because they don't get them from the EU anymore now? Stockpiling isotope. I have a lot of questions. My primary one being, are you insane? That will probably be my first question. Not you, but the UK. Also, there's gonna be a fucking shortage of like every single kind of medication there now. Crystal. What can I do that won't insta-kill you? Sludge Bomb, probably. Yeah, I know that hurts. Oh, okay. I got away. Okay, well, no Crustle for me. Brick Break, that is a fighting type move. I don't know, I feel like that's one of those things that people didn't really think about. It's like... I saw this video on Twitter where people were like interviewing people on why they want Brexit and like what the benefits of Brexit are to them, and that not a single person could come up with an actual smart reason. It was just like, we'll get our freedom back. We'll finally be free. We won't have the EU anymore. We'll finally have our country back. It's like, what? What are you... What's the good in this, though? I get you want your country back, but you never lost your country. When, at any point in your life, did you feel bogged down by the EU? All you're losing now is income, access to medicine, free trade. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, but this is just like a straight negative to me. And now the fucking, some dumbass Dutch people are thinking about, or going like, hashtag Nexit. I was like, are you fucking dumb? Like, there's no... If we leave the fucking EU, we're such a tiny country. How long before we just get eaten again? We finally have, like... We finally have the freedom to not get eaten by another country every other year as the Netherlands. Just look at our fucking history, and are you like, we should leave the safety net and become independent again. And it's like, why? Why are you so stupid? I don't know. People are dumb. Politics is dumb. That's why I never talk about it, because it's just, people are stupid. Rock type. Rock type gym. Rock type gym. Fighting, grass, ground, steel, water. Okay, so it's Galissapod time? Yeah, totally. I'm sure taking a tiny but extremely wealthy country that is known as the heart of Europe for trade, I'm sure they wouldn't mess with us. I mean, why would they, right? It's not like we have one of the most important trading ports in the entirety of Europe. It's not like we're a tiny country that is just disgustingly wealthy. I'm sure they wouldn't fuck with us at all if we were free suddenly. That's not remotely risky. People are crazy. Blah 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 blah. I don't know, I feel like people don't really think before they're like, ooh, we should do the thing. Oh. It's like wanting your quote-unquote country back is already a stupid idea because everyone in the EU is autonomous. It's not like your country gets taken over when you're part of the European Union. It's like straight up not how that works. I don't know, people are fucking crazy, man. It's like when that American dude was admonishing the EU because they called the EU like a tyranny and a dictatorship, which was like, how? Like, that's straight up not how dictatorships work at all. Also, if you can't tell, I'm just not even bothering with this stupid puzzle. Just walking. Yeah, the idea that the European Union is a dictatorship is just really funny to me. Because it's like, fucking how? If you look up the literal dictionary definition of a dictatorship, that's just not how this works. There's not a single person in charge of the EU. There are a large amount of people, all representatives, who are in charge of that. Don't send out Crustle, you jerk. That's the Pokemon I wanted but couldn't get. Because Golisopod has a stupid passive. I don't know, there's a reason I never enjoy talking about politics, because it's just like... people are idiots. That's what that comes down to. I just get frustrated because I just see people be fucking morons over and over again. The only reason why you won't get conquered when leaving the EU is because my people are suddenly too dumb to and stupid to build an army. Yeah, I mean, we are basically the lifeline for Germany, so... we are sometimes ironically called the heart of Germany, because we have such an incredibly important trading port for Germany. You would have, like, if we were to yeet ourselves out of the EU, Germany alone would have like 500 reasons to go ahead and take us. It's like, why would they not? There's pretty much only positives for you guys to take us. Like, sure, people will be upset, but oh, I mean, it's the Netherlands. It's not like it's the first time we've been conquered. Our entire history is being conquered over and over. I feel like all of these, like, Brexits and Nexits are just, like, people refusing to admit that they're racist. So, like, just admit you don't like immigrants and just go ahead and say it. Because the whole crowd of Dutch people who are in favor of Nexit are the Geert Wilders crowd, which is basically hardcore racists who don't want to admit that they're racists. Yeah, nobody would go to war over Germany for us. You would get a, basically you would get a slap on the wrist for conquering us. It'll be like, hey, stop that. That is rude. And then that'll be the end. I don't know. It's just like with Brexit, it's the people who are just like racist pieces of poop who want to secede because the EU forces them to actually take in immigrants and they don't like that idea. And with the Nexit, it's the exact same fucking situation. It's literally... See, you know the ironic part of the racists in the Netherlands? They all vote for a party called Partij voor de Vrijheid, which means Party for Freedom, when it's the exact opposite. The quote-unquote Party for Freedom is the one in charge of the burqa ban, the one that banned... they banned people from wearing burqas and hijabs and stuff on public transit, which I'm sure isn't a racist thing at all, of course. I mean, why would it be? And the leader of the Party for Freedom is a man who literally sang in a bar that all Muslims should be beheaded. So, you know... I'm sure they're not racist in the slightest, really. He's also famously published a video on the quote-unquote horrors of Islam. And he wears a bulletproof vest wherever he goes. Because, and I quote, the Muslims will kill him otherwise. But yeah, again, I'm sure there's no racism whatsoever involved in any of this. Like, none at all. It's so fucking stupid. I just wish people could just get along and not get so fucking fixated on the whole, oh, your skin color is different from mine. Oh, your religion is different from mine. It's like, come on, man. Why you gotta be so stupid about everything? We're supposed to be better than that. The Netherlands is supposed to be like the shining beacon of liberty and freedom and equality and all that stuff. We were considered the most progressive country in the world for a while. And now we're like, ah, fuck them Muslims. It's like, no, why? People really think they won't get conquered when leaving the EU because countries get in serious trouble for conquering small nations these days? Remember when the NATO freed Tibet and Crimea? Yeah. The only quote-unquote serious trouble they get is people will be mad at them for it. They'll get a slap on the wrist. Like, hey, don't do that. That is rude. I mean, look at fucking Israel eating Palestine. The people from Turkey eating the Kurdish lands. All that stuff. It's like... What punishment do they get? A slap on the wrist? People in the NATO going, hey, you should not do that. That's pretty much all they get. It's not great. It reminds me of like... It reminds me of that country recently that imposed Sharia law, and they were going to like stone gay people to death, and people only gave a shit because it was a country that people liked going to. It was like a holiday destination, and people were like, I'm gonna boycott them. And the only thing that ever came from them was that they were like, okay, well, we won't stone gay people to death. They still imposed Sharia law. It's still a crime punishable by a life sentence to be gay. But that's fine, because it's a holiday destination. That's all they care about. In the end, people only care for themselves. That's what it comes down to. Damn, he survived. That's no good. I guess it makes sense he survived. I mean, it's a shocker. Why keep weapons when you can make money selling them? It's just... In an ideal world, there would never even be war, you know? I am not someone who wishes for war in any sense. I very much wish for the wars to end. But then people keep doing stupid shit like this, and it's like, come on. I am willing to bet that Scotland and Ireland are going to break off from the UK now because of this. Scotland already overwhelmingly voted against Brexit, and they even did a poll on breaking away from the UK. So it's like, the UK basically fucked themselves, is what it comes down to. The UK really fucked it. They really biffed it. Kind of crazy. Long ass cutscene. I don't know. The UK is going to take a very, 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 very long time to recover from what they're doing. And that's my problem. Like, politics aside, you have countless economists and all kinds of like people who are specialized in this kind of thing who are saying, hey, if you do this, the country might even go into a period of starvation and a shortage of any kind of medicine. And they just don't listen. And it's like, why? Why? Also, I was kind of expecting that one to happen. I was hoping I could outspeed him, but I do not. I just wish people would listen to experts more. I guess maybe that is political nowadays, but I'm just getting real tired of people refusing to listen to the people who are paid to go ahead and do the thing. It's a shame, honestly. That's what it is. Haha, Parahack. But that's the thing I notice with like everything nowadays. It's just like experts, people who are literally paid to do the thing, are like, hey, you should not do this thing. It is really bad for everyone involved. And then the politicians are like, hey, fuck you. That's not true. It's like, please listen to someone. Please. Counting on you, Warcraft 3. Of course you let me down. That realistically is the reason I despise politics. Ouch. Like, I hate politics for one kind of simple reason. Because the politicians are literally trained liars who lie about everything, and nobody ever listens to the people who actually know what they're talking about. It is fucking frustrating. Could you imagine a world where people would actually listen to scientists and experts on things? Because I can't at this point. It's like fucking idiocy is spreading worldwide. People not trusting doctors anymore, anti-vaxxers, climate change deniers, because the scientists are paid off by the globalist agenda. It's like, God. I am tired of people. I really am. That's why I don't talk about politics much. Because it's just utterly frustrating. As someone who is a scientist, a microbiologist, it's like, why are people so fucking stupid? Why won't anyone listen to the people who literally spend like 10 plus years of their life learning and studying so they can actually tell you what something is? Why do you believe the random fucker on the street over the person who dedicates their entire life to learning about these things? It's so frustrating. This has just evolved into a rant episode. Blah 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 blah. Also, that fight was really close. I was kind of expecting the rock chim to be difficult. Cause bug type's no good against rock. No good. Yeah, man. What we have nowadays is literally that situation where that you see in like fucking comedy shows. I am being called. Okay, hold on.